What if you could time travel back to when you were younger? I think most of us would smack some sense into our younger selves and tell them to focus more in school, put more effort into working hard and developing great practices, instead of spending all of our time on video games and other instant gratification activities. Is your future self thinking the same thing about you? Is your future self thinking, I wish you just stopped watching all of these self-improvement videos and actually took action to better your life? You want your future self to be grateful and proud of who you are and what you're doing today. If not, if you're disappointed by your younger self, I don't think that's a good life at all. It's certainly not as good as life could be. I got into this idea of making my future self grateful for my efforts. And because of that, I, in September 2020, feel so proud and so grateful of younger me's consistent dedication to training my body. I get to smile and feel pride every single time I see my own reflection. It's an amazing feeling having gratitude for your past self. If you want to experience this yourself, you should prioritize for what your future self feels instead of indulging in short-term pleasures today. That's what I've been preaching all of this time. It's instant versus delayed gratification. Delayed gratification activities make your future self happy. Instant gratification activities kind of make you happy today, but that's weird. That's almost ironic. We of course want our current self to feel pleasure. We want to indulge. The problem is that the instant gratification activities and today's indulgence often leads to some kind of long-term consequence for our future self. I have well over 10,000 hours on a few different online games. I grinded and leveled up my skills in these games. I made money in these games. And now 23-year-old me wonders why I didn't spend that time leveling up in real life, making money in real life. I only started feeling happy and fulfilled in real life when I stopped leveling up my character's strength level on RuneScape and decided to level up my strength level in real life. That is honestly probably the best thing I have ever done. What's great for us is that after a while of choosing the delayed gratification activities, it starts feeling fun. When you first start, it is difficult. You're not used to it. Let's take exercise, for example. When you first start, it's uncomfortable and many people don't find exercise fun. But when you're a few years in and you already have the results to show for it, it's like it becomes an instant gratification activity that also gives delayed gratification. I think you just have to stick to it for long enough till you see the results. Because wouldn't you agree that you would probably enjoy exercise more if you already had somewhat of a built body? Well, to get there, you have to put in the work first. You have to do the work and then the results come. And then when you've got the results, then you get the motivation. Then you feel like doing it and then it becomes fun, even though it's technically a hard and somewhat uncomfortable activity. So ask yourself, in 1, 2, 5 years' time, do you think you'd be happy having a developed exercise mentality, a business, new skills? Of course you would. So that means present you today, has to put in the work. And honestly, boys, the best thing is that you don't even have to do that much today. It's all about a multi-year / lifelong consistency. So you don't have to exercise for an hour today. If you usually never exercise, then exercising for 5 minutes today is progress. And you'll go up and up and up over time. And so that leads me to the second part of this video, which I think you'll resonate with. At the start of this video, I said that your future self could be looking back and thinking, I wish you just stopped watching all of these self-improvement videos and actually took action to better your life. Self-improvement is weird. It's somewhat a bad niche to be making YouTube videos on. There's a whole lot of young men who are just consuming these videos, watching them, and then watching the next one, and then watching the next one, and then watching the next one. And before you know it, you've kind of just wasted 4 hours and it's kind of been like instant gratification, but you haven't even had fun or improved your life. Now, I've been there. It's weird for me making videos on self-improvement because probably some of the best self-improvement that we could go through is clicking off YouTube and actually doing some work in real life. My intention, the real reason why I'm sharing these YouTube videos, is because I hope to share the knowledge and wisdom that could help a young man change his life just like I did. But you will not be able to change your life if you don't take action. I know it sounds cliche, everyone says this online, but it is completely true. You must take action. Reading and learning is maybe 20% of the journey. You have to take action, you have to fail, you have to get rejected, you have to learn from your mistakes to grow. Reading and learning and watching self-improvement videos is comfortable, but I think we all know that the real rewards come from the uncomfortable habits. That's why I try to include practical advice in all of my videos. If you've watched a few of them before, you'll know that I try and set you off with some kind of task to create your own daily timetable or to start your own gratitude journal. Or when I'm teaching things like mindful meditation, I don't just explain it to you the same way that the big YouTubers and coaches seem to do. Like, mindfulness is when you're present in the moment. Like, no, that you need to understand it better than that. So I'll take some time to think of a better way to explain it to you, a way that you would genuinely understand it, because it took me months to understand what mindfulness was with this same knowledge. So I'll make a step-by-step logical process, a 4-step process to improve your mindfulness, which, by the way, you can find linked in the description below. So again, I say this quite a lot, but if you've watched this far and you feel like you have a lot to learn from me, take my advice. Don't just watch my YouTube videos. Take the advice that I'm giving you. Use the things that I'm saying to make real but reasonable differences in your day-to-day life. For this video, keep a mind on what your future self would value you doing today. And then do that thing just a little bit. Your future self will undoubtedly be grateful that you started exercising. So starting from today, do 5 push-ups and 5 squats every single day until you die. That's reasonable, and you'll be able to remain consistent, and you'll find that in enough time you won't be able to elicit muscle gains from this anymore. So then you'll up it, then you'll do more and more over time. Eventually you'll get a better workout routine. But first, you have to start. You have to start taking action, no matter how small. If you even make 1% progress, that's progress. That's something your future self will be grateful for. There's no better time than today. If you missed yesterday, start today. If you can trust me, I can personally vouch for the difference this kind of mentality makes in your life, this progress mindset. Those negative thoughts you have, the feeling of boredom and a lack of fulfillment and direction, they all go away when you actually feel like you're making progress in life. Now, do you want to fast track your progress, to speed up the time it takes to level up your fitness and nutrition, or to improve your mental health? Having a coach guiding you will do just that. Even the best athletes in the entire world have coaches guiding them. It's extremely valuable having another man at your side, listening to your problems, a teammate to get a second opinion from, and giving you objective direction and support. I'm offering my online coaching services on the website Fiverr. It'll be one-on-one video calls and messaging. I would love to do some one-on-one sessions with you guys to dive deep into your specific life situation and help you with what you want to achieve. So if you feel like your future self would be grateful that you took me on as your online coach, helping you directly, go to the Fiverr link in the description below and check out the gig I've posted. I have it at quite an affordable cost at the moment because I want to get some reviews on my new account. But what if you don't feel motivated to do the hard work? Well, you should know that motivation comes after results. I have a full video on this topic of how to start doing hard work when you don't feel like it. So click on it right now, there'll be the little rectangle on screen. And promise yourself, straight after watching that video, you will start doing the hard work even if you don't feel motivated to. If you learned something from this video that could benefit your life, that's massive. Turn on the post notifications right now and maybe you'll learn something from my next one. Take care.